Right, g'day everyone. Okay, I got a new project. Belongs to a friend of mine. This is a trailer I bought. Had several issues. One was, I don't know, I suppose just a bit inconvenient. Had the old style jockey wheel that you have to remove. And yeah, you wanted to flip up one. And so I'll show you. These are the brackets that were on it. Notice it went on like that. And, yeah, all totally unnecessary. They're useful bits of steel too. I'll use them for something else. Yeah, so I cut them off. It's, it's got a fold in here, but it didn't quite meet the bar because the bolt was a bit thick. So I cut a few mil off the bolt. I've also welded the bolt on because that's another nuisance with these things. You have two spanners to get it off, and usually that's in close to the frame, that bolt, but it's hard to get to. So yeah, welded the bolt on. Of course, I took it all off. You can't weld a bolt with a nylock nut on it. So took all that off before I welded it on. The other thing I've done, you'll see this big bar. It's under here. And this piece, fortunately, had a bit of bar that was the same thickness as these blocks here. So I'll put the block on there, and I'll put that big piece of angle bar on there and clamped it on. And that was to stop this bar bending, because there, seriously hot welds on the back of that. And even though it's got this thick plate on the underside, strengthening plate, it's still, if you put a whole lot of heat on one side of a bar like this, it'll bend for certain. So yeah, that's how you get it, or one of the ways anyway of getting around it. So the other way, if you do bend the bar, is you then get a torch out and you heat up red hot on the opposite side, and it should bring it back. But yeah, so next step, we're going to put a chain on it. Didn't have a chain, or I did have originally, it had been cut off. And yeah, to be legal, your chain has to be welded parallel to the bar. That's, if you were to weld it like this, that way, that's illegal. So yeah, let's be welded that. Next thing we're going to do, so I don't know how that's mounted on yet, but I'm going to take the spare tyre out of that, from underneath there. And just going to run a couple of bolts straight through the back here, and just sit it straight on top of the bar here with a couple of bolts, weld the bolts on the back. These hinges, weld the bolts to the plate. So I still sort of probably couldn't take it off anyway without opening it, but yeah, that's just a deterrent. And but the main issue was this top. This is like 3mm steel, eighth of an inch, and the amount of weight that was on this lid was unbelievable. You're struggling to lift the thing, and then it was just propped up with this piece of gal pipe. And if you knock that pipe out, it'd do you a serious injury. Like, it's got enough weight to friggin' decapitate you. This is a piece I cut out of it. And if that wasn't strong enough on its own, they also put reinforcing bar underneath. So yeah, what we're going to do now is going to cover this with some thinner sheet right over the top. I thought about just making a whole new one, but yeah, this is already in here, it's already hinged. So yeah, we'll just lay more sheet, put some bends in it, fold it over, yeah, one full piece. I have had to, I'll cut this back piece out, and the reason being is I also want to make a tailgate, so I'm going to cut through here now, cut down through these corners, and hinge it on. I'll probably need to put another piece of frame on the inside, just for strength, and of course latches and hinges and all that sort of thing. But yeah, the issue I've got now with putting a thinner sheet on the top is the strength, you know, having it not, you know, bow down, collect water, etc., flop up and down. And there's also a rack. It's got this wagon rack, car rack that used to go on top. And it's got all these pieces, which are these pieces here, which ran across the middle. Now they're not, I suppose I could have left a bit more. I could have cut this to 4 or 5 inches, I suppose, but I'm trying to eliminate the weight. And I was thinking about whether to take the reinforcing bar off there, yeah, run a couple of pieces, yeah, across, like 3 pieces, so that when you bolt these down to the tin, that they've got something to rest on. However, looking at it now, and what I think I'll do is just run the bars the opposite way. They're plastic ends, and this is stainless, I think. So just, yeah, matter of pulling the plastic ends out, cut them off to wherever, and put the plastic back in it. So yeah, that looks like a far easier and lighter option. So that's what we'll be doing, is running the bars the opposite way. Yeah, I think I've just about covered everything. Yeah, because I've got a. Well, the other thing too, yeah, I've taken the lights off. Not so they don't get damaged while I'm cutting and welding and whatever, but I'm not going to put them back on because, for 2 reasons. One, you know, this is hinging down. You let it drop it on something and smash the lights. Also being, you know, right flush on the back of it. You let it back, you know, if you're back into anything, you've smashed your lights. So, and the other reason I'm not going to put them back on there is because I'm going to do like bolt type hinges, so that once you open it, you can just take it off. Get it right out of the way if you need to. So yeah, having wires on there, I mean, you can put, you know, clip plugs and everything so you can unplug the wires, but yeah, that's a hassle. And the other issue is having wires on the inside. Yeah, they get in the way, they'll get damaged. Don't want wires on the inside. And also, like this is hinged at the bottom here, and you've got the wires. You need like a long area of free wire. You can't fix the wire tightly and neatly, because if that wire's just continuously bending in a small area, it'll eventually break the wires. So yeah, keep that in mind. If you're wiring something up that's moving, leave, you know, a good 6 inches of wire free, so that it's got 6 inches to bend the wire, not, you know, an inch or 2. So yeah, because if you're just bending a tight bend on the wires continuously, they'll break. Alright, I think I've covered everything. So yeah, continue with this, and probably do another one when I'm finished, unless there's something sort of real difficult that I want to explain or show. Okay, thanks again for watching. Bye.